So, Perakei Mishnah Dal, and Shorshay Miskaven Lechavero, the ox was attempting to gore its fellow ox. Vihika Esa Isha, instead hit a woman, V'yatzi li Yahadeha, and she lost her child. There's a woman who was pregnant, and she lost her child. Patur Mivdei Vlados. So, the owner of the ox is exempt from the value of the child that comes out. Essentially be because the Torah only makes one chayev for the value of the young that comes out in the case of a man and not an ox. So, however, in regards to a man who meant to hit his fellow in the middle of a bar fight or something, and he misses, and he hits a woman and she loses the child that she has, he has to pay the value of the child. So the Mishnah wants to know, how do you pay the value of this child, these fetus that came out? So Shaman Asaisha kam hiyafa at shelo yolda v'kam hiyafa mishiyolda. You value it. You say, okay, what is the value? Say if this woman were to be sold as a slave, what would be her value when she's pregnant, and what would be her value now that she is not pregnant? The assumption is that if she's pregnant, she's worth more because she's going to have a child. So there'll be another soul. There'll be another slave, in theory, on the market value. So therefore, she'd be worth more at that point. Amar B'Shimon says, Ben Gamliel says, Im came Mishaisha Yoledes Mishpachas. This is what he's talking about. Once the woman gives birth, then her value goes up because she might die in childbirth, and therefore, because of the danger involved, really her value goes up afterwards. So there's going to be no gain. There's no value in terms of the added value for the child. It's really going to be a negative value, so there won't be any damages at all. Rather, he says, and you evaluate the child on their own. How much would a child be worth? V'nosin the baal, and that's given to the husband. V'mein la baal, she has no husband. Nosin the yorsha, we give to the husband's heirs. This is if the husband was alive. If the husband had died before this happened, so then it's given to the value is given to the woman herself. And if she was a maidservant married to she was a non-Jewish slave woman, and then she's freed, becomes Jewish, and she was married to a non-Jewish slave who's not freed, so she has no husband. Or talking about a woman who converted, her husband was also a convert, husband passed away, so he has no heirs. So then patur, in such a case, the person is exempt from paying the value of the vlados, and because in regards to if the ger passes away or the Eved Kanani, they have no heirs, and therefore whoever comes along to take their property first becomes sort of hefker. Nobody owns it. Whoever can come along first to take their property can do so. And here in this case, since the guy owes the money, that's considered he's called a kodem zacha, meaning he came and since he was owed the money, he would have to pay the money. Therefore, that's considered as if he's able to, as it were, not pay it, take it back because there's nobody to collect it.